Deers. And for South Dakota State, number 14, 6'3" junior from Milford, Iowa, Ryan Natchez. And their running mates for Morningside, number 24, 6'4" sophomore from Mason City, Iowa, Todd Johnson. And for the Jackrabbits, number 20, a 6'1" freshman from Racine, Wisconsin. The head coach of the Maroon Chiefs, Jerry Schmuddy. Assistant coaches Jim Moran, Jim Parrish, and Dave Schlaba. The head coach of the Jackrabbits, Jim Thorson. Assistant coaches Scott Nagy, Matt Rohr, and Kenny Cable. Officiating this first game,
the Jacks in their home gold. Doug Deers back out to Kleppe. Johnson thought about a three, instead dishes it off. Deers off balance. First two of the game for Doug Deers, who had 27 points in last night's loss to North Dakota. This is Jermaine Showers bringing up the basketball for the Jackrabbits. Ryan Natchez on the wing. Corey Van de Wettering dumps it off inside to Leiferman, but we've got a holding foul on the pass inside. And our first foul of the ball game will go against Morningside, and it'll go against Mike Kleppe. Van de Wettering on the outside with the lob inside, and Kleppe with the hold, and it's ball out of bounds to South Dakota State. Bauman gets it into Natchez, swings it back up top to Jermaine Showers. Back to Bauman, 0 for 7 from the field last night. Starts out 0 for 1 tonight. That one might have partially been blocked. And Morningside comes down for their second possession with a 2-0 lead. Johnson to Kleppe. Jason Seaman, the all-conference forward, to Jason Huff. Doug Deers in the corner. Kleppe underneath now. Seaman can't hit the fall away. Rebound Leiferman, and he almost throws it away. Natchez controls, and it's a 3-on-4. Natchez tries something, instead kicks it back out. Showers for three. Didn't draw iron. 2 air balls for South Dakota State in the early going, and here comes Morningside. Seaman ahead of the pack. He won't miss that 2-footer. 4-0 Morningside up quick on South Dakota State. A minute and a half gone. Leiferman to Bauman. Inside, Van de Wettering looking to go over Seaman, or Kleppe rather, or actually it was over Seaman, and Kleppe got the rebound. 3 quick misses for South Dakota State, and they're down 4-0. And here comes Morningside once again. Kleppe on the outside. Johnson picks up his dribble to Seaman, who goes around. Leiferman stops at the free throw line. Huff back outside now. There's Johnson swinging around to Deers. 15 on the shot clock. And here's Deers on the outside. Sees an opening, lays it up and in. 6-0 Morningside on top of South Dakota State. Not the kind of start Jim Thorson had hoped to get his club off to tonight. Again, motivation a key in this third place game. Jermaine Showers guarded by Johnson. On the wing to Bauman. He has had a terrible tournament so far. Left side, Leiferman, and there's the first bucket of the game for South Dakota State. Leiferman really carried him last night in the loss. He had 19 against North Dakota State. 6-2 now, the Maroon Chiefs, as Jason Seaman brings up the basketball, guarded by Pete Leiferman. Mike Kleppe now with it. To Deers, to Johnson. Back outside, Kleppe for three. Off the mark, rebound Bauman. Showers will push it up, and it's almost stolen away by Deers, instead controlled by the Jacks. Bauman on the outside, back up top, Natchez. To Showers, inside Van de Wettering, back out to Showers. Tries the baseline, instead steps on the baseline. Turnover for South Dakota State. Showers had thought about the three, and you see his right foot clearly on the line there, and the turnover. Morningside with the basketball and a 6-2 lead inside. Seaman again misses, but he was apparently fouled on the way to the hoop. We'll find out who. 44, Vanda Wettering on the arm, and Jason Seaman will shoot 2. There's Seaman on the way to the hoop. Vanda Wettering 44. There's the slap on the right wrist. And Jason Seaman will shoot free throws on the year. He's a 64% free throw shooter. In the tournament, he has hit 11 of 14 coming in. He has scored 31 points in 2 ball games, pulled down 18 rebounds. Hits them both, 8-2. Morningside matches their biggest lead. Notches ahead of the defense, waits for the numbers. Showers, Morningside now setting up in a zone. It's Notches for 3, long rebound goes to Deers. The Chiefs push the floor, up 8-2. Kleppe finds an opening, off balance but hits. Make it 10-2 now Morningside with about 4 minutes gone. First half of the 3rd place game in the NCC 8. Vanda Wettering turnaround on the inside. Can't get the shot to fall. Still just 1 field goal in the ball game for South Dakota State. It came from Pete Leiferman. Huff tried to force it inside that time. It was knocked away by Leiferman. And Morningside will maintain control with 36 seconds left on the shot clock and 15:49 remaining. Morningside out quickly on South Dakota State in our 3rd place game, 10-2. You're watching the NCC 8 live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
Here in Minnesota, we have a whole different way of looking at your vacation and helping you plan it.
The best way to start planning your getaway is with the Minnesota Explorer newspaper. It's free and it's full of things to see and do, including numbers for our travel counselors and other people who can help you find the vacation you want. Call 1-800-233-9800 for the free Minnesota Explorer.
Morningside out quickly to a 10-2 advantage on South Dakota State with plays like this. Doug Deers finds an opening to the hoop, lays it up and in. Morningside, not surprisingly that they're scoring points. They led the conference this year, 77.9 points a game. Defensively, they were also very good, 3rd in the conference, allowing just 70.8. The Jacks 5th in the conference in scoring, 73.5 points a game. They gave up 72.4, good for just 7th in the conference. Morningside gets the ball in, 35 seconds left on the shot clock, looking to build on their biggest advantage of the night so far, 8 points at 10-2. Mike Kleppe on the outside, looking to drive on Vanda Wettering. Tom Rops, the freshman, in there now for South Dakota State, number 42. This is Huff over Rops. The shot will be off and rebounded by Showers. There's the freshman from Lennox, Rops. Back out top, Leiferman now. Leiferman with the only basket so far for South Dakota State, and we've played 5.5 minutes. Bauman, ice cold yesterday, tries a 3, and he's 0 for 2. Bauman has missed 9 shots now in 2 games and hasn't hit a 1. He had 2 free throws in last night's loss to North Dakota State. 10-2. Morningside leads South Dakota State. Seaman left alone, 8-footer. Morningside up by 10 now. They continue to build on their largest advantage. It's now a 12-2 lead with 14:45 remaining first half. And they're back into a man-to-man. Jermaine Showers, guarded by Johnson up top. Leiferman swings it over to Rops. He's guarded by Huff. Inside, Leiferman bumped and won't go, but he'll get free throws. Look at it again. Leiferman again with this big production in the first 2 games. They're trying to get it to him. He got bumped there, threw up the shot. The foul was on Seaman, his first. And we've got a couple of other substitutions. Troy Smith in for the Jackrabbits, who replaces Troy Bauman. And also in there for the first time for the Maroon Chiefs, Dave Vondrager, number 40. As Leiferman will shoot free throws on the year. Pete is a 70% free throw shooter.
110 now, this one's live.
In the tournament, 13 of 20. coming into the game tonight, and he hits both. All 4 points for South Dakota State coming off the arm of Pete Leiferman as he will leave the ball game now. And here come the Maroon Chiefs with a 12-5 advantage. Seaman can't hit. Rebound Smith, and here come the Jackrabbits. Jason Schutz is checked in there for Leiferman, and he has the basketball now. The freshman gets the second effort. He still can't hit, gets a third chance. No, he was fouled. Good hustle by the freshman out of Verona, Wisconsin. The Madison, Wisconsin High School Player of the Year last season. Going up strong, number 40, just came in off the bench. Gets the second attempt, that's the second attempt there. Went for the third try, didn't get it. Non-shooting foul, first foul on Von Drager, and ball out of bounds to South Dakota State. Smith can't get it in as it's knocked away by Jason Kleiss, who's just checked in there. Trying to get a correction on the scoreboard here. It says 12-5, but it's only 12-4 actually. Leiferman has a bucket and 2 free throws. And now they changed the wrong score. They changed Morningside's. Makes a better game out of it, 5-4, but it actually is 12-4 Morningside as Smith misses. And here come the Maroon Chiefs. Jason Seaman with a jam. We'll have a feature with Jason between games tonight on the very topic of dunking. You got a good exhibition there. What the senior out of Comanche, Iowa can do. 14-4 now. The Maroon Chiefs matching their largest lead of the night at 10 points. Troy Smith on the outside, looking on the inside. And we've got a whistle. And I think Seaman's got a bloody nose. Let's see. Looks like he does. And given the new health policies in college athletics, first sign of blood, he's taken out of the game. Must be attended to by the trainer until the blood is stopped. And then he'll be allowed back in the game. But here's what he did just moments ago. Good idea by Smith not to try to stop, and Jason just rams it home to give the Maroon Chiefs the 14-4 lead. Jermaine Showers, right side, Troy Smith. The junior college transfer from Aurora, Illinois, up top to the freshman Rops. Inside to Timmerman, who's in there now. Gives it back up top to Smith, and he hits the bucket. First field goal of the game other than by Pete Leiferman. Cuts it to a 14-6 advantage. No defense that time for the Jacks. And coast to coast, Dave Von Drager right down the heart of the lane to put the Maroon Chiefs back up by 10 with 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Schutz on the inside. Turnaround short, nice rebound tip on the inside, Jermaine Showers. Showers with 2. Smith with 2. And Leiferman with 4. That's the South Dakota State 8. Morningside has 16 and nearly a steal by Rops. Quick hands for the freshman forward. And another substitution, Doug Deers, one of the starters, will check back in for Morningside. Jason Huff will take a seat on the bench. Also Butchie Collier in there for Morningside. And he will replace Todd Johnson. So it's Kleiss and Deers and Collier out there with Chad Mercer and Dave Von Drager for Morningside. Smith, Timmerman, Rops, Schutz, and Showers out there for State. And a block by Smith on Deers, and a block by Schutz that time. And a scramble for the ball. Rops comes away with it. The best defensive intensity we've seen so far tonight from South Dakota State. They trail it 16-8. Smith in the front court, sees an opening. High archer, no. Rebound knocked around, controlled by Collier. Morningside running on the break. Collier. Too strong, rebounded by Kleiss on the inside, and he's fouled. Troy Smith with the personal, and we'll see Jason Kleiss shooting free throws, the sophomore from nearby Orange City, Iowa. 80% free throw shooter on the year. His first free throw attempt of the tournament. And it's a good one. Kleiss on the year, averaging 6 points, 2 rebounds a game. Not a very good shooter from the perimeter, just a 39% field goal shooter in his sophomore year. He did hit 10 three-pointers during the season. 1 of 2 now, 17-8. Morningside on top of South Dakota State, 11:50 to play first half. Smith up top to Rops, in the corner to Timmerman now. Inside, Smith along the baseline, gets the foul from Deers. Non-shooting foul, it'll be ball out of bounds to South Dakota State. 4th team foul on the Maroon Chiefs. There's the dump off, Timmerman to Smith. Deers trying to play the Superman defense there, got off his feet, and we have timeout on the floor. 11:43 to play first half in our third place game. Morningside leading South Dakota State 17-8 rather. You're watching the NCC 8 live from Sioux Falls Arena.
It has a 10-cylinder, 400 horsepower engine and seats up to 7. It hits over 1 G on a skid pad and has an available built-in child seat. Its front fenders resist dents and chips. It has 133 sound deadeners, silencers, baffles, and mufflers. And there's room in back for 49 bags of groceries. Caravan, Viper, and Intrepid. The new Dodge.
There's a tradition in South Dakota. It says we can do anything we set our minds to do. So while the rest of America debates how to control the costs of health care, the physicians of South Dakota are quietly doing something about it. They're showing employers how to control their costs without reducing care. Some call it pride, others tradition. We call it Dakota Care. South Dakota's answer to America's most difficult question.
We mentioned the two clubs split their regular season meetings on January 15th at Frost Arena in Brookings. It was South Dakota State winning by a bucket that night, 74-72. Showers and Bauman leading the Jackrabbits with 14 that night. And then on February 13th, down at the Alley Gym in Sioux City, Morningside winning by 3, 55-52. Jason Huff, 14 points. Keep in mind, Morningside did not lose a game at home this season. It's believed to be their first ever undefeated season at home down at the Alley Gym, and it opened back in 1949. So quite a year. It's the best basketball team in the program since the early 80s for Morningside, when they had a postseason team that went to the NCAA regionals. Another miss for South Dakota State. And Morningside comes up trying to pad their 9-point advantage, 17-8. First half of our third place game tonight. North Dakota and North Dakota State will come up at about 8 o'clock Central Time. Kleiss to Deers. Foot on the line, and it didn't matter because he didn't draw iron. And I think he's looking for either a foul or a deflection. Didn't get either one of them, and South Dakota State has the basketball. Jermaine Showers out there with Timmerman and Schutz, Smith, and Rops. Showers the only starter out on the floor for the Jackrabbits. Timmerman on the outside. Inside, Rops, and he can't hit. Rebound, Kleiss. South Dakota State ice cold. In the first half, they've hit just 2 field goals. And a carry-over violation that time on Kleiss, as he might have hit a dead spot on the floor. The ball go back to South Dakota State. I think we need to correct that. It's been 3 field goals so far for the Jackrabbits, to go with 2 free throws from Pete Leiferman. But still, they have not found the hole that often here in the first half. They trail it 17-8. 10.5 minutes to play first half. Here's Smith looking for an opening. Has it knocked away. Instead, Schutz goes to the hoop. Nice pass inside. Rops will shoot a free throw to go with the bucket. The freshman Tom Rops, who shined for Lenox High School in his high school career, winning a state championship and also playing on a runner-up team last year and a Final Four team his sophomore season, will go to the line to shoot a free throw and try to convert on the 3-point play on the year. Rops shooting 64% from the free throw line. Leiferman checking back in there for South Dakota State with the whistle. Rops can't hit. Leiferman knocks it out of bounds, and the ball will go to the Maroon Chiefs. Now Notches will check in, and Rops will sit down. Kleiss and Huff, or correction, Kleppe and Huff checking back in for the Maroon Chiefs during the dead ball there. So 3 of the 5 starters out there for Jerry Schmuddy's club, and they lead it by 7 at 17-10. Kleppe on the outside, up top to Deers. Kicks it out to Huff. Notches made him alter his shot. Comes away with a miss, and here's South Dakota State's Troy Smith. To Showers. Exactly the halfway mark of the first half. Morningside leads it 17-10. Smith to Notches. Timmerman flashing open on the inside, guarded by Kleppe. Leiferman open, shot rejected on the inside by Chad Mercer. Here comes Deers back the other way, ball knocked away by Troy Smith, hustling back on defense. Good rejection on the inside by Mercer, the 6'9" junior out of Gladbrook. He had 15 blocks on the year, and here's another one for number 45. Clean on Leiferman. Huff in the lane, the high archer doesn't go, but there's Mercer there for the tap. 19-10, Morningside leads it. They've been up by as many as 10. Notches for the Jackrabbits. Right side, Timmerman. Showers one at the baseline, hangs, and is that a goaltend? Yes, it is. Mercer wanted another block shot, and instead he gets a goaltend. Credit the basket to Showers. And we'll look at it one more time. You cannot hit the ball when it starts its downward arc toward the basket, and that's exactly what Chad Mercer did that time. And Showers will check out of there. Van der Wettering checks back in, and Bauman checks back in. The Chiefs showing full court, or actually the Jacks showing full court pressure, we should say. And we'll see if they drop off it, and yes, they do. Collier dishes it, but to the guy in the wrong uniform, Smith, and here we go, 2-on-2. Smith taking it strong to the hole. Fourth point of the game for Troy Smith, and South Dakota State making a run at it. They're now down 19-14. They've trailed by as many as 10. They have not led in this ball game so far. Mercer on the inside, over Van der Wettering, it's short. Gets his own rebound. Deers on the fall away. Sixth point for Doug Deers. He averages 13 on the year. Notches working on Huff. Back up top. Here's Smith. Stops 12-footer. 2 in a row for Troy Smith. He's got 6 now to lead the South Dakota State scorers. And again, full court pressure from the Jacks. And look at Mercer bring the ball up at 6'9". He may take it all the way, and he does. Nice play by the 6'9" junior Chad Mercer. No one stopping the ball for South Dakota State. And Mercer burns them. 23-16 Morningside, 7:50 to play first half. 3 in a row for Smith. Nope, doesn't draw iron. Bauman fighting for it. Van der Wettering controls it, and Corey puts in the garbage. And long ahead, Smith can't see it, but he tries to run it down, and a whistle, and let's see. Who was on the line? Was it Smith? Yes, it was. Morningside will get the basketball. Seaman and Johnson back for the Maroon Chiefs. Romps back for South Dakota State. Timeout on the floor. 7:36 to play. First half of our NCCA third place game. Morningside leads South Dakota State 23-18. You're watching the NCCA live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
Recently, an object was sighted.
It was big, bigger than big.
Huge, huge, large, astronomically big.
Big would be an understatement.
Very big, huge.
Oh, God! Big, huge.
When it arrives, you better not be alone. It's Bigfoot.
Pizza Hut!
From Pizza Hut. 2 square feet of pizza, 21 slices on a tasty new crust, $10.99 for up to 3 toppings. It's bigger than pizza. Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. It's a lot for a little.
If we're educated through the books we read, the lectures we listen to, and the assignments we do, then we also learn from people around us. One of the most important building blocks in education is that of which is learned outside the classroom, on the family farm, sitting on the porch telling stories, or with friends, observing nature and others. Toshiba America Information Systems Incorporated supports our schools and life's little experiences that are educationally irreplaceable.
Who says when you're 6'9" you can't handle a basketball? Chad Mercer putting on a ball handling exhibition. Well, maybe not textbook, but it got the job done as he takes it the length of the floor and banks it in. Morningside has a point lead at 23-18. The Maroon Chiefs will inbound the ball with 40 seconds left on the shot clock. And a 5-point lead. Ball hawked is Deers, and we have a held ball, and it'll go to South Dakota State. That was actually Seaman there, trying to get away from the defense of Bauman and Leiferman that time. But good defense for the Jacks, and now they have a chance to cut into this 5-point deficit. They've trailed by as many as 10, and they've been very cold shooting, especially in the early stages. Notches will try the three. He doesn't hit. And here comes Johnson the other way for the Maroon Chiefs. Leiferman way out away from the basket, and Bauman's going to pick up a reaching foul. As the Jacks a little bit too aggressive on defense. 4th team foul on South Dakota State. And we'll look at it again. Bauman 22, Leiferman comes out, and there's the reach. Bauman's first. And good defense by Notches, and Morningside will have to inbound it again. Huff is out there with Seaman, Kleppe, Deers, and Johnson. And Huff does get it into Deers, back to Kleppe. In the corner, Seaman inside, there's Huff, can't hit. Rebound Van de Wettering. Troy Bauman got it up around his ear, no whistle on the fall away, and boy, that's the first field goal in the last 2 games for Troy Bauman. He had 2 field goals on Thursday and then was 0 for 7 yesterday, and he has his first field goal since Thursday. And it pulls State within 3, and another held ball now will go to Morningside. And the Jacks have definitely picked up the defensive intensity. Butchie Collier back in there for Morningside. He'll replace Todd Johnson. Huff gets it in to Kleppe. 6.5 remaining. Morningside by 3. Seaman spins around Leiferman and rims out. Another rebound for Van de Wettering. The Jacks can tie it with a 3. And will they get a shot off? No, they won't. Stolen by Deers. Long ahead Collier. Lay it up and in. Well, the Jacks poised to maybe tie up the ball game. Instead, give up an easy 2 the other way, and they're back down by 5 with 6 minutes to play. First half of our 3rd place game. Glad you're with us on the Eyewitness Sports Network. North Dakota and North Dakota State coming up in the championship at about 8 o'clock Central Time. Bauman 2 in a row. Nope. But he will get free throws. Here's Troy with some newfound confidence now after hitting that shot a moment ago. Taking it right up into Seaman that time, and Seaman on him like a cheap suit, and he'll pick up the first personal. Bauman a 74% free throw shooter. The junior from Holland, Minnesota, the younger brother, the former Jackrabbit quarterback Shane Bauman, and the older brother of Todd Bauman, who's a basketball prospect for this state program. 1 of 2 for Troy. And it's a 4-point game, 25-21. The State Jackrabbits have been down by as many as 10. They have pulled within 3 a couple of minutes ago, and now they're down by 4. Deers to Huff. Collier, 30 seconds left on the shot clock. This is Seaman. Back out to Collier. Thought about a 3. I don't know what that is, but Seaman goes and gets it. Seaman to the hole. Seaman stops, can't hit. Rebound, another one for Van de Wettering. He's having a strong first half on the boards, and here comes Bauman again. Stops, can't hit. Rebound, Seaman. Neither club lighten it up from the floor, and Rops will pick up a ticky-tack foul away from the ball. Tom again a little over-anxious. And another team foul on South Dakota State. Neither team over the limit yet. They've each got 5, and so it's ball out of bounds to the Chiefs. Kleppe will check out. Von Drager in for Morningside. 5:05 left first half. Von Drager, nice feed to Deers, and he was held by Notches. And it'll be free throws for Doug Deers. Showers and Smith back in there for the Jackrabbits, and we'll look at it again. Nice feed. Deers didn't even get a chance to really do much with it because Notches was holding his arm before he really almost had it. And Deers instead will shoot free throws. Senior out of Carroll, Iowa. 13 points, 4 boards on the year, 78% free throw shooter. Hit 37 three-point shots heading into the tournament. Against South Dakota State this year, 11 points in the loss at Brookings, 10 points in the win at Sioux City. Hits them both, and it's a 6-point game with 5 minutes to play first half. 27-21, Morningside leads South Dakota State. And the Chiefs drop back in a 2-3 zone. Leiferman away from the ball, or away from the basket rather. Showers back to Rops on the outside. Rops will try the outside jumper, and he'll hit it. Second field goal for Tom Rops, and it's a 3-point game. Von Drager, long three for Deers, and it rims in. 11 points now for Deers, first player on either side to crack double figures. And here come the Jacks, Van de Wettering, and now both sides starting to heat it up a bit. And the tempo picks up. Seaman almost threw it away. Nice defense by Rops. There's Huff left open for 3. Long rebound, he'll get it back and lay it up and in. Nice hustle that time for the senior from Gilbertville, Iowa. Many folks in Sioux City thought he should have been an all-conference player. Instead, the Chiefs had just one all-conference selection. That was Jason Seaman, stolen away by Morningside. Collier on the break, 17 feet. And just like that, the Maroon Chiefs back up by 8 at 34-26. A couple of minutes ago, the Jackrabbits had it down to 3. Here's Showers in the front court, giving it up to Rops. Van de Wettering about 13 feet away, and he's hit 2 in a row. Seaman working against Leiferman. Back to Collier now. Von Drager, a rare shot. And it's rebounded by Leiferman. Von Drager averaging just 3 points a game, and the ball's out of bounds, and the State Jackrabbits will maintain possession. Timeout on the 4. 3:05 remaining in our third place game. South Dakota State trails Morningside 34-28. You're watching the NCC 8 on the Eyewitness Sports Network live from Sioux Falls Arena. .305 remaining first half in our third place game from the NCC 8. South Dakota State, the 5th seed. And the Morningside Chiefs seeded number 3. Of course, the seedings based on the way the teams finished in the standings of the regular season. 8 of the 10 North Central Conference teams qualifying for this 3-day tournament. Single elimination, you lose and you go home, with the exception of this one third place game. These two teams did lose in the semifinals last night. The Jackrabbits losing to North Dakota State, and Morningside dropping a 1-point decision to the University of North Dakota. We're set for the final 3:05 of the first half, and the Jackrabbits have the basketball, and they trail it by 6. Jermaine Showers gets it off to Troy Smith. Guarded by Deers. Here's Rops inside. Van de Wettering's been hot. That one will be short. Rebound Smith on the inside. Over Von Drager. Hangs and hits. Six points for Smith now. Jason Seaman, an easy 2 the other way for Morningside. Seaman cracks double figures now. He's got 10, and here's Showers back the other way, throwing one in off the glass. This looks like Y ball out here now. No offense is being run, just up and down the floor. And Morningside will play the out of bounds now. Kleiss will trigger the inbounds. And we'll look at Seaman coming down, and we'll watch Showers from behind with a clean strip there, and the ball out of bounds. Von Drager will dribble it out up top to set up the offense. Operating against South Dakota State's man-to-man. Collier guarded by Smith. Left side, Kleiss. He'll try the other side now with Rops on him. Kick it back out to Deers. Deers with a height advantage operating against Showers, 6'4", going against 6'1". Collier can't control the wild pass, and a turnover for Morningside. A minute 50 to play, and South Dakota State with a chance to cut it to within 4 or less if they hit a three-pointer. Todd Johnson back into the ballgame. Butchie Collier will sit down for the Maroon Chiefs. The Jacks have yet to make a three-pointer in this ballgame. Van Wettering's been their best shooter, at least lately, and there he goes strong to the hole. He won't get the basket, but he will get free throws. With a minute 39 to play. Foul on Von Drager. That's his first, and we'll look at it again. Van Wettering sees the opening there, and you saw Von Drager get him on the right arm. Van Wettering, the junior from Freedom, Wisconsin, a 66% free throw shooter. He has not had the best of tournaments. Averages 9 points on the year. Had just 2 in Thursday's win over Mankato State. Was held to 6 in just 17 minutes last night against North Dakota State. Hits the first of 2 and can't hit on the second. Rebound batted around and controlled by Seaman. A three-point game is as close as it's been for a long time. And it's a minute 30 to play now. 36-33 Morningside. Seaman tried the lane. He was fouled by Showers. That'll be his first. State still not over the limit. It'll be ball out of bounds to Morningside. Chad Mercer back in for the Maroon Chiefs. And let's see, Morningside has 6 players out there now, so Seaman will probably ride the bench for the last minute 26. And here's Von Drager getting it on the inside, bouncing it back out to Kleiss. Guarded by Rops. Up top, Todd Johnson with Showers on him. Deers with nobody on him. Now Smith picks him up. Van Wettering guarding Von Drager, and Von Drager will try it. Shot blocked by Schutz. And the foul will be on Von Drager trying to get it back. Good helping defense that time by the freshman Jason Schutz out of Verona, Wisconsin. Watch number 40 leave his man, come over to help out that time and pick up the block. And then Van Wettering actually controlled the ball. Von Drager came back in there and fouled him, and it's free throws for Van Wettering again. With 68 seconds to play in the first half. This is the front end of 2, or front end of 1-on-1 rather. That could have cut it to a 1-point game, but instead it's Morningside with the basketball and still a 3-point lead. Deers inside Mercer, surrounded by 3 Jackrabbits. Showers got his hands on it, tied it up, and the Jacks will take over. Good defense by Jermaine Showers. Giving up 8 inches to Mercer, but getting in there, Mercer brought it down to Showers' level, if you will, and Jermaine wrapped it up and forced the turnover. Here's Rops now. The Jacks can pull to within a point with less than a minute to play. Van Wettering leans in. Again misses, but again, he will go to the free throw line. 3rd straight trip down, and the 3rd straight trip to the line for Corey Van Wettering. There you'll see the junior again leaning in, fouled by Mercer, his first. And Van Wettering's due to hit a free throw here. He missed the front end of the 1-on-1 a couple of moments ago. And it's a 2-point game with 41.9 seconds to play, first half. This to bring him back to within 1. Can't hit, rebound Rops. Oh, and Tom tried to kick it back out. I don't know why he just didn't put it back up. A freshman mistake by Rops. And Morningside could go to the locker room with the lead as they lead it by 2 now with 25 seconds left. We'll see if they work it for 1. Deers, no way. He's gunning from 3, and he hits. Well, that assures Morningside of having the lead at the break, as we're down to about 15 seconds to play now. And they have a 5-point advantage. State will play for 1. Showers to Schutz, looking for Robs on the back door instead. It kicks it back out. We got 7 seconds left. Smith with 5. Smith with 3. Can't hit. Rebounded by Johnson. Tries to throw it in 3/4 of the floor. It draws iron but doesn't go. We've played 20 minutes of basketball. For 3rd place at the NCC 8 tournament in Sioux Falls, the Morningside Maroon Chiefs, the 3rd seed in the tournament, leading the number 5 seeded South Dakota State Jackrabbits 39-34. Back with our halftime festivities in a moment. You're watching the NCC 8 on Eyewitness Sports, live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
For all the thousands of words already written about the revolutionary Dodge Intrepid, Automobile Magazine managed to sum it up in just 4. Intrepid. This changes everything.
Mr. Gary Olson, President and CEO of Norwest Bank, Region 6.
Once again, your community Norwest Bank is proud to be corporate sponsor of the North Central Conference Basketball Tournament. We are committed to the support of higher education across the region and to helping make college possible for every student who dreams the dream of a better tomorrow. That's why again this year your community Norwest Bank is awarding 70 $1,000 college scholarships to deserving high school seniors. We are proud tonight to announce several of these winners. We thank every one of the many hundreds of students who participated in this year's competition. We wish you the very best.
Come to expect the best always from your community Norwest Bank.
My husband Mark and I planned on a lot of things. A nice house, sending our son to college, and a comfortable retirement. We didn't plan on his early death. Mark made a lot of promises.
Don't worry, Mom, I'll study hard.
And you know, he kept those promises.
Protect your family's dreams. See a Farm Bureau agent about life insurance. The Farm Bureau family. Our most important policy is caring.
Back live inside the Sioux Falls Arena, the crowd being treated to an exhibition basketball game by the Sioux Wheelers, the local wheelchair basketball group. Very talented group of athletes who travel all over the country playing in wheelchair basketball games. As we've been doing with our tournament coverage so far this week, we've been turning the spotlight on some of the all-conference talent from around the North Central Conference. 10 members on the all-conference team. One of the talented members is forward Haug Shardowski of St. Cloud State, a 6'7" junior out of Plymouth, Minnesota. And with a profile of Haug, here's Darcy Anderson from St. Cloud State.
St. Cloud State junior forward Haug Shardowski is a player who has risen to the occasion for the Huskies this season. He has led the team all year in scoring and rebounding, and late this season became the 19th player in St. Cloud State history to reach the 1,000 career point mark.
I look at myself as just working hard out on the court and then trying to be a team player. I don't really like the image of like being the star player. I grew up playing basketball knowing that it's a team game, and I just want to contribute what I can to have the team win. I guess winning is just the most important thing to me.
Haug excels in the classroom as well. He is an international business major and keeps his studies intact, carrying a 3.76 cumulative grade point average.
I think to be realistic, playing Division II basketball, we're not going to go to the pros, or most likely, we're not going to go to the pros, and I think you got to prepare yourself for a career after you're done playing basketball, and being a good student, doing well in school is probably the best way to start off on the right foot, at least.
Back on the court, being an inside player, Haug knows exactly what it means to play in one of the toughest Division II conferences in the country.
the most physical basketball I've ever played. We have a lot of family, friends who come up who are interested in basketball, and they watch a lot of other conferences like Division III basketball, high school basketball. They're just amazed how physical it is. Inside play, I feel I'm a little bit of a disadvantage because I look at myself as one of the lighter, maybe not as strong as some of the other players who play my position, and so I always feel like I take a beating in there.
As a 3-year veteran, Haug has had a lot of experience playing in some challenging and physical battles weekend after weekend. And along the way, he has learned how to prepare for each of those contests.
Really tried to just come in every game with the same attitude, more relaxed. I'm a very excitable player anyways, I think. I get up, and I think I used to do it to the point where it was overkill almost, and I'd psych myself out of games. I think now it's just not worth it to get that racked up before a game because you got to save your energy for the game.
With seeing so many good players each game, it's hard to know just who is the best all-around player in the NCC.
Boy, that's a tough question. I'd probably have to say Scott Gulseth right now from UND. You know, he's got a nice inside game. He's a great athlete. He can jump. He can take it inside, and he's so smooth. I think that's it's really fun to watch him play, even though you're playing against him.
Here at Hollenbeck Hall, Haug and his teammates have practiced numerous hours and played many games in what all boils down to the big finale, the NCC tournament. But no matter how the Huskies do in the tournament, fans can rest assured Haug will be back here next year for his final season. Reporting from St. Cloud, I'm Darcy Anderson.
St. Cloud was knocked off in the opening round Thursday by the North Dakota Fighting Sioux 68-64. We are at halftime of our third place game from the NCCA. Morningside leading South Dakota State 39-34. Back with more of our halftime festivities in a moment. You're watching the NCC 8 on the Eyewitness Sports Network live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
There's a tradition in South Dakota. It says we can do anything we set our minds to do. So while the rest of America debates how to control the costs of health care, the physicians of South Dakota are quietly doing something about it. They're showing employers how to control their costs without reducing care. Some call it pride, others tradition. We call it Dakota Care. South Dakota's answer to America's most difficult question.
If we're educated through the books we read, the lectures we listen to, and the assignments we do, then we also learn from people around us. One of the most important building blocks in education is that of which is learned outside the classroom, on the family farm, sitting on the porch telling stories, or with friends, observing nature and others. Toshiba America Information Systems Incorporated supports our schools and life's little experiences that are educationally irreplaceable.
Contact herbicides only work for one day, the day you spray. But weeds can come back, so check out Banvel, the only post-emerge, no atrazine alternative that works from day one. Spray it at spike for residual control of the toughest broadleaves all the way to canopy, with no second flushes. So don't settle for one-day control. Get control from day one with Banvel.
Recently, an object was sighted.
It was big. Bigger than big.
Huge, huge, large, astronomically big.
Big would be an understatement.
Very big. Huge.
Some God. Big. Huge.
When it arrives, you better not be alone. It's Bigfoot.
Pizza Hut!
From Pizza Hut. 2 square feet of pizza. 21 slices on a tasty new crust. $10.99 for up to 3 toppings. It's bigger than pizza. Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. It's a lot for a little.
Back inside the Sioux Falls Arena, 39-34 Morningside, leading South Dakota State at halftime of our third place game. Here's the Clarity Banville stat board for you. The official statistics. South Dakota State, they started out very cold. They brought it up toward the end of the second half. 14 of 33, 42%. Morningside, an even 50%, 16 of 32. 3-point shots, Morningside 2 of 6 for 33%. South Dakota State just 1 of 6 for 17%. Free throws, an even 50-50 for South Dakota State, 5 of 10, 5 of 6 for Morningside, 83%. Rebounds, a slight edge to the Maroon Chiefs, and the turnovers very low, 5-4 Morningside in the turnover department over South Dakota State. Our halftime festivities will continue in a moment from the Sioux Falls Arena. Morningside leading South Dakota State 39-34 in our third place game. You're watching it live on the Eyewitness Sports Network from the Sioux Falls Arena.
Fasten your seatbelt. It's time to go play in the snow. Because it's time for the Dakota Midwinter Blowout, featuring the mid-size Dodge Dakota 4x4 Club Cab. An available 230 horsepower Magnum V8 makes it a real snow thrower. And we can throw in almost $3,200 in total savings, too. Right now, our selection is big, but it won't last long. So get to the Dakota Midwinter Blowout now, before it blows out of town. See your nearest Dodge dealer today.
Contact herbicides only work for one day, the day you spray. But weeds can come back, so check out Banvel, the only post-emerge, no atrazine alternative that works from day one. Spray it at spike for residual control of the toughest broadleaves, all the way to canopy, with no second flushes. So don't settle for one-day control. Get control from day one with Banvel.
Anybody can with Handyman.
See the showers on sale this week at Handyman. This economy shower with faucet and curtain is just $59. Design your own beautiful bath with this corner shower, just $285. Add a bath bay to your home with this quality remodeler at $325. Or save big on this seamless fiberglass bath bay, just $185. Come in and see dozens of showers, all on sale. Who can buy quality showers at great prices?
Anybody can with Handyman. I chose the University of South Dakota. It was the right decision.
High school seniors and their parents face a confusing choice. Which one of more than 3,000 universities and colleges is the right choice? Well, for many reasons, the University of South Dakota should be at the top of your list. Superb educational programs, a record of success for graduates, affordable. Come and visit. You'll meet the world at the University of South Dakota.
Individual scoring in the first half for Morningside as they lead South Dakota State 39-35. Doug Deers leading them with 14, and then it was Jason Seaman with 10. Those two players in double figures. 4 points for Chad Mercer. Butchie Collier also with 4. And then 2 each for Jason Huff, Mike Kleppe, Dave Von Drager, and 1 point for Jason Kleiss. For South Dakota State, they had 34 points in the first half. No one in double figures. 2 players with 8. Corey Van de Wettering with 8. And also Troy Smith with 8. 6 points for Jermaine Showers. 5 points for Tom Rops off the bench. 6, as we mentioned, for Showers. 4 for Pete Leiferman. Both of those very early in the ballgame. And 3 points for Troy Bauman. And we'll look at the final standings and how these teams got here. Keep in mind the top 8 teams advancing, and that's how they were seeded in the tournament. USD won 20 straight games at one point during the regular season, finished 16-2. Then it's North Dakota, Morningside, Mankato State, South Dakota State, Northern Colorado, St. Cloud, and North Dakota State all made the tournament. Augustana and Nebraska Omaha did not make the postseason. We'll be back with the second half of action in our third place game in just a moment, with Morningside leading South Dakota State 39-34. You're watching the NCC 8 on the Eyewitness Sports Network, live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
Control of broadleaf weeds in corn has advanced into a new dimension. Introducing Clarity, a new discovery that reaches beyond the limitations of conventional herbicides, beyond the limitations of buck drill. Clarity gets broadleaf annuals and perennials, and Clarity won't stop working the day after you spray. Its protection lasts all the way to harvest. Clarity, a new technology, a higher standard of broadleaf control.
I just love this Accord.
They sure know how to build these babies in Japan. No, Ohio. No, Ohio. Ohio. No, Ohio. Ohio. This Accord is made in Ohio. Has been for 10 years. Seriously? Well, that makes Accord
as American as baseball.
Buy this Honda Accord and get $2,000 in special equipment for half price at your Dakota Honda dealer.
My husband Mark and I planned on a lot of things. A nice house, sending our son to college, and a comfortable retirement. We didn't plan on his early death. Mark made a lot of promises.
Don't worry, Mom, I'll study hard.
And you know, he kept those promises.
Protect your family's dreams. See a Farm Bureau agent about life insurance. The Farm Bureau family. Our most important policy is caring.
If we're educated through the books we read, the lectures we listen to, and the assignments we do, then we also learn from people around us. One of the most important building blocks in education is that of which is learned outside the classroom, on the family farm, sitting on the porch telling stories, or with friends, observing nature and others. Toshiba America Information Systems Incorporated supports our schools and life's little experiences that are educationally irreplaceable.
We are ready for the second half of action. Third place up for grabs in the 1993 NCC 8. Morningside leading South Dakota State 39-34. Keep in mind, in about an hour or so, it'll be North Dakota and North Dakota State playing for the tournament championship. The Sioux trying to do something that no other team has been able to do in the 3 previous years of this tournament, and that's win back-to-back tournament titles. The regular season champ has never won the tournament, and that was the case again this year. South Dakota bounced in the first round by North Dakota State. We'll have a little feature on that topic before the championship game tonight. Morningside with the basketball to start the second half. And it's Johnson out there with Kleppe, with Huff and Seaman. Seaman with the basketball. Doug Deers is the 5th man out there for Morningside. Stayed out there with Leiferman, Showers, Notches, Bauman, and Vander Wettering, the starting 5 out there for each club. And the first foul of the second half will go against Pete Leiferman. That's his first. It was a relatively foul-free first half. 15 fouls total, and that's been very low compared to what we had seen earlier on in some of the other games in the tournament. Deers dumps it off inside. There's Kleppe trying to throw it in with the right hand, and I think Vander Wettering actually tipped it in. And who's going to get credit? And Kleppe will get credit for the basket, although Vander Wettering did tip it in. And here's Leiferman for 3. His first point since the very early stages of the first half. He now has 6 points. And it's still a 4-point game, 41-37. Seaman hacked on the inside by Notches. That was about Ryan's only chance of keeping Jason from putting up an easy 2. And we'll take a look at it again. There's Notches, and he knows that's his only chance of keeping Seaman off of an easy 2 there. 6'3", trying to defend that time against 6'7". And here's Seaman shooting free throws. In the first half, Jason with 10, and now he's got 11. Puts Morningside back up by 5 at 42-37. We've played 50 seconds here in the second half. 1 of 2. Rebounded Vander Wettering. Here's Corey with the basketball, towing the 3-point line to Bauman. Notches up top. Showers back up to Bauman, left side Notches. He'll launch the shot and hit. 3-point game, 42-39. Mike Kleppe tried to go the distance. Deers for 3, rebounded by Showers. And again, back and forth we go. Jermaine Showers looking to get rid of it on the inside. Instead kicks it back out to Leiferman. He'll swing it around to Bauman. Showers in the corner. Morningside again in a man-to-man. Here's Bauman left alone. Might have gotten away with a walk. Back out to Showers. Notches hit a moment ago. 2 in a row? No. Rebound Seaman. Ahead Huff. Foot on the line. No foot on the line. They'll give him the 3. It looked like his foot was on the line. But 3 for Jason Huff. And a 6-point lead for Morningside, 45-39. We've played 2 minutes of the second half. Showers working against Johnson. Still working on him. He'll pick up the foul on the drive. First foul of the ball game on Johnson. And it's ball out of bounds to the Jackrabbits. We'll look at it again. Jermaine Showers puts the shoulder down and then gets the bump on the drive, though, before the shot. And Bauman will trigger the inbounds for the Jackrabbits. They trail it by 6. They have trailed the entire ball game by as many as 10 during the first half. Notches strongly to the hole. 4 points now for Ryan. And here's Seaman back the other way. Huff along the baseline over Van de Wettering. Rebounded by Seaman, takes Leiferman down to the floor with him. And Pete's going to get called for the foul, and he says, hey, all I was along for the ride here. And we'll look at it again. Seaman and Leiferman battling for position. You see Seaman actually go over Leiferman's back, and then when he pulls away, he dragged Pete with him, but Pete picked up the foul, his second. Ball out of bounds to Morningside. Kleppe gets it up top to Deers. He's guarded by Notches. Now he picks up his dribble, and he gets it away to Johnson. Kleppe to Huff. Morningside by 4. Approaching the 3-minute mark in the second half. Johnson to Kleppe. Inside, Seaman leans in on Leiferman. No foul, and Seaman has another 2. His 12th and 13th points of the game. Bauman now holding the ball, looking to get it to Notches. He's been the offense so far for South Dakota State in the second half. Showers up top to Bauman. Inside, he tried to get it off to Notches, but hit Seaman in the back of the head. I guess you'll call that good defense. At least the position was good. Seaman still doesn't know what hit him. And it's ball out of bounds to South Dakota State. 25 left on the shot clock. Bauman gets it into Notches, up top to Showers. State trails it by 6, and here's Bauman for 3. Leiferman now, and the foul will go against Kleppe on Leiferman's back. Second team foul for the Chiefs, and it'll be ball out of bounds to the Jacks. Substitutions, Dave Von Drager in there for the Maroon Chiefs. And he will take Kleppe's place as Mike has picked up his 3rd foul. He's the first player in the ball game with more than 2. Bauman again will trigger the inbounds, this time to Showers. Leans in and hits. Germain, and here we got a pick back the other way, and Deers lays it up and in very quickly. State had closed the gap to 4, and it's back to a 6-point game now at 49-43. Showers setting it up against the man-to-man. He's guarded by Johnson. Still with the basketball. Back up top, Bauman. Giving away some height there to Huff. Hangs and hits. Bauman has 2 field goals, and neither one of them have been real orthodox shots, but at this point, Troy will take anything he can get. 3-pointer missed by Huff. 1 shot and out for Morningside. Here come the Jacks down by 4. Notches for 3. It is in. It was short, and it bounced in, and Deers again is back quick on the break. Notches got back there, but he fouled him. Morningside's philosophy seems simple. If State scores, they pull the ball right out of the basket and throw it down the floor, and Doug Deers is running a post pattern. Got a field goal out of it the first time, and a foul the second time. Time out of the floor. 15:40 remaining, second half of our 3rd place game. It's now a 1-point ball game. Morningside leading South Dakota State 49-48. You're watching the NCC 8 on the Eyewitness Sports Network live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
It has a 10-cylinder, 400-horsepower engine and seats up to 7. It hits over 1 G on a skid pad and has an available built-in child seat. Its front fenders resist dents and chips. It has 133 sound deadeners, silencers, baffles, and mufflers. And there's room in back for 49 bags of groceries. Caravan, Viper, and Intrepid. The new Dodge.
There's a tradition in South Dakota. It says we can do anything we set our minds to do. So while the rest of America debates how to control the costs of health care, the physicians of South Dakota are quietly doing something about it. They're showing employers how to control their costs without reducing care. Some call it pride, others tradition. We call it Dakota Care. South Dakota's answer to America's most difficult question.
South Dakota State down by as many as 10, has now pulled within a point in the second half. And it was a three-pointer by Ryan Notches, and he got the benefit of the bounce there. We've talked about the soft rims all throughout the tournament, and Ryan, the beneficiary there. It was 39-34 Morningside at the half. And State has outscored them in the second half now, 14-10. Seaman on the inside against Leiferman, and he will get the roll. State gets close, but they cannot take the lead. They have yet to lead in this ball game. Van de Wettering on the inside, about 13 feet away. Now spins, and he's hacked. It was either Von Drager or Seaman, and it's Von Drager who picks up his 4th personal foul. There's Van de Wettering. Sensed that he had an opening there, and he rolls basically right into Von Drager, who got there late, and now Dave will have to sit down with a 4th personal. So the senior from Boyden, Iowa, will take a seat on the bench. And Chad Mercer back in there. There you see Van de Wettering's line on the night. Three of 6 from the line, now 4 of 7. And he's got 10 points. And State again down by 1, 51-50. Second time they've been within 1 here in the second half. They trailed by as many as 10 in the first half. Seaman still with it, no 5-second count, gets it off to Huff. Huff with it again, and Van de Wettering can't believe it, but he gets called for the over the back, and Jim Thorson up off the bench. Some words for Jim Johnston, and we'll look at it one more time. There's Thorson arguing about the call. Huff nicely on the inside, and there's Van de Wettering behind him, number 44, and you see him spin away as he hears the whistle. Second foul on Van de Wettering. No one really in foul trouble for the Jacks. No one with any more than 2. Von Drager, the only player for Morningside with any foul trouble. He has 4. Huff tosses up a miss. Tried to follow, but Notches came away with a board. South Dakota State has a chance to take the lead as we played 5 minutes of the second half. Van de Wettering for the lead. No, doesn't draw iron on the inside. Johnson comes out there with it. Ahead to Kleiss, who's in there now. Guarded by Notches. Jason Kleiss trying to get it inside. Might have forced it a bit to Seaman. And here come the Jacks. 3-on-2. Showers. Jacks a bit unorganized there. Notches hangs. Can't hit. Gets the follow. It's a held ball. And it'll go to South Dakota State. Will maintain possession. Jim Thorson looking for a foul on the inside. We'll look at it again. The Jacks really unorganized on this break coming down, probably because they had 3 guards running it. They tried to get it off inside to Showers, and he apparently didn't want anything to do with it. He got it back to Notches real quick, and Ryan missed and then picked up the foul. Showers tried to give him the lead with a 3 and can't do it. Rebounded on the inside by Seaman. Jason strong to the hole. The shot won't go. He's fouled on the drive. 6th team foul for the Jackrabbits in the second half. Morningside has just 3. Leiferman the personal, and now he is the first South Dakota State player in foul trouble. He has 3. So he will go to the bench quickly as there's 14-12 remaining. And Jim Thorson not anxious to see his star pick up his 4th personal foul. Leiferman, the all-time games played leader in school history at South Dakota State. He has played, including tonight's game, 123 ball games. Brad Timmerman also appearing in his 119th game. He is 4th on the Jacks all-time list. Morningside still by 1 at 51-50. And now it's a 3-point edge as Mercer back in there. Hits on the turnaround. Bauman back up quickly for the Jacks. Off glass, can't hit. Nice tip by Van de Wettering. Inside of 14 minutes to play, and Johnson's bringing it up against Showers. Brad Timmerman also in the ball game now for the Jackrabbits. He's guarding Jason Ekman, who's in there for the first time as well. That's Ekman right now with the basketball, number 33. Mercer, 2 in a row on the inside for the big guy, yes. The tallest player on the floor right now at 6'9", and he's using his height advantage well. 2 baskets in a row, and again, a 3-point lead for Morningside. Showers, backdoor play to Timmerman, who tried to get it back in, but threw it on the line. And a turnover for the Jacks. Butchie Collier checking back in for the Chiefs. Todd Johnson will sit down for Morningside. State again showing full court pressure as Jermaine Showers, ball hawks. Collier in the backcourt, and now Collier gets it across the timeline. Ekman to Kleiss. Alley-oop, or actually it was a shot, and it's rebounded by Troy Bauman. 3-on-3. Bauman ahead to Timmerman, who lost the handle, back to Bauman. And he's fouled by Collier, who slaps his hand in disbelief. Can't believe he committed the foul. Just the 4th-team foul for the Chiefs in the second half, and it'll be ball out of bounds. And you'll see Collier right there slapping Bauman on the elbow. And the Jacks trigger the inbounds, trailing it by 3, and Notches this time will get it in. And he does to Showers. Up top, Timmerman. Van de Wettering with Mercer in his hip pocket. Goes to work on him. Can't hit. Rebound, Showers on the garbage inside, and State's back to within 1. There's Mercer. We saw him go coast to coast in the first half at 6'9". Will he try it again? Yes! And he picks up the blocking foul. Troy Smith apparently did not have the defensive position, and he is called for the foul as Mercer, like a runaway train, trying to take it all the way. There's Smith. Boy, he sure looked like he had his feet set. But the whistle will go against the Jackrabbits. Jason Schutz will check in the ball game, the freshman out of Verona. Wisconsin comes in for Van de Wettering. Mercer at the free throw line. He has 8 points, already above his 6-point average on the year. Can't hit there. He's been 4 of 6 from the floor. Most of those shots from the 5-foot or less range tonight, and he can't hit either one of them. 61% free throw shooter on the year, and he was zip on that one. State again with a chance to take the lead. The second opportunity they've had in the second half. And here's Schutz with it. Up top, Showers. He has 10 points. Inside, Timmerman left alone. Air ball. And the Jacks will maintain possession. 24 left on the shot clock as Timmerman's attempt did not draw iron, and so no reset on the shot clock. Ekman touching it last for Morningside. Smith gets it into Notches. No, he doesn't. Kleiss touched it. 12:06 remaining in regulation. Morningside leading South Dakota State for 3rd place in the NCC tournament. 55-54. Smith gets it into Showers. Up top, Timmerman. Notches guarded by Kleiss to Showers. Back up top, Smith. He's got Deers on him. For the lead. No. Rebound, Mercer. Long ahead, Deers. He can't control it. It's off his hand to Notches. State again with a chance for the lead. Smith can't control the wild pass from Showers. And the Jacks with all kinds of trouble when they get within 1. They just can't seem to get over that hump and take the lead. 11:43 to play, second half. Time out of the floor. Morningside leads South Dakota State 55-54 for 3rd place. You're watching the NCCA live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
Mr. Gary Olson, President and CEO of Norwest Bank, Region 6.
Once again, your community, Norwest Bank, is proud to be corporate sponsor of the North Central Conference basketball tournament. We are committed to the support of higher education across the region and to helping make college possible for every student who dreams the dream of a better tomorrow. That's why, again, this year, your community, Norwest Bank, is awarding 70 $1,000 college scholarships to deserving high school seniors. We are proud tonight to announce several of these winners. We thank every one of the many hundreds of students who participated in this year's competition. We wish you the very best.
Come to expect the best always from your community Norwest Bank.
Jermaine Showers is only 6'1", But he has good position right here as he gets the garbage, pulls South Dakota State to within one at 55-54. But Morningside has the basketball. 11:43 to play in our third place game. North Dakota and North Dakota State getting set for the championship tonight at about 8 o'clock. Deers for three, try to give Morningside a bit of a cushion, can't hit. And again, South Dakota State with a chance to take the lead, something they have not done in the game. Smith, dish, notches. 11:24 left, the Jacks have their first lead. But here's Kleiss quickly back the other way, and Morningside retakes the advantage. So the Jacks poked their head above the break-even mark for a moment there at 56-55 with about 11 and a half minutes to play. But Morningside comes back quickly to retake the lead. Here's Notches operating against Kleiss. Gets around him. Shot might have been partially blocked. It didn't draw iron. Deers, guess who? He's ahead of the pack. Knocked out of bounds by Smith. Deers took a tumble. And looks like Doug's going to be all right. Deers runs the floor very well. Gets up and down in a hurry, and they've used that to their advantage tonight, Morningside has. And gotten the ball ahead on the break to him several times. Seaman on the inside, rejected by Schutz. And here comes Notches. Timmerman with nobody on him. And here's Notches for three. Drain it. And the Jacks with their biggest lead of the night at 2. 10 and a half remaining. Seaman stops at the free throw line. In the corner, Deers. Jason Seaman underneath, back out to Deers. Play and catch. Three-pointer is long, and here comes Notches. State with a chance to add to their 2-point lead. Smith right side. Troy still with it. Troy with the off-balance shot. None of his teammates were coming to the ball. And it'll go as a turnover against South Dakota State. And now with 10 minutes and 1 second remaining, Pete Leiferman will come back into the ball game. He sat down a few moments ago with his third foul, and he'll try to go the last 10:01 without picking up his fourth. Collier will bring it up in the front court for the Maroon Chiefs. Working on Jermaine Showers. South Dakota State leads it by a bucket. Now they trail it by one as Kurt Hoffman just checked in there, and he knocks down the three. Hoffman, the freshman out of nearby Sanborn, Iowa. Leiferman with the high arc, doesn't go. Rebound with Kleppe coming down with it, and Schutz picks up the foul. First personal on Jason. And we'll look at it again. Leiferman's shot a little bit too short. And there you see Schutz committing the foul, and it's free throw time as State has committed 8 fouls in the second half. Bauman and Rops back in there for the Jacks. Mike Kleppe will shoot free throws for Morningside as Todd Johnson checks back in. Jim Thorson saw everything go his way last season. He was the NCC Coach of the Year. He had the most valuable player in Chris White. And the Jacks won the conference title by a game. Went all the way to Springfield, where they were eliminated in the first round by California out of Pennsylvania. 2 free throws for Kleppe. Puts Morningside back up by 3 with 9.5 to play. Showers to Bauman. To Rops, guarded by Huff. Leiferman on top of the key. Bauman with no place to go, guarded by 3 Chiefs. Somebody's got to be open. And it's Showers for 3. Somebody said nope, but it was good. Tie ball game, 62 all, 9:10 remaining. Seaman way up top, working on Schutz. Huff left alone, he'll try the 3. Rebound Showers. Up top to Rops. Less than 9 minutes to play now. Schutz, no. Seaman's gonna be called for the foul, trying to get through the pick of Bauman. It looked for a moment there like Schutz might have been whistled for a walk as he kind of shuffled his feet. But again, it's the 5th team foul on Morningside. Ball out of bounds to the Jacks. There you see Seaman pushing Bauman out of the way for his second foul. Here's Showers hanging, too strong. Rebound on the inside by Rops, but he had it trickle off his hands. And the ball will go out of bounds to Morningside. Jim Thorson wanting it over the back call, does not get it. Full court pressure by South Dakota State. They've shown that most of the ball game. Now they send three guys back to trap one, and Von Drager gets it across the timeline. Ball game tied at 62 with 8.5 to play in our third place contest. Foul on the inside, and we'll go the other way. Mike Kleppe setting an illegal screen on the inside for the Maroon Chiefs. Sixth team foul for Morningside. One more, and it's free throws the rest of the way for both clubs. Well, we've been stuck on 62s now for a while. State again with a chance to take the lead. Rops looking at Schutz, gets it to the freshman. Left side, Showers. Inside, Rops. Schutz, look at that acrobatic shot. Three freshmen on the floor now for South Dakota State. Rops, Schutz, and Showers, and it's paying dividends. That's also paying dividends. Kurt Hoffman, a freshman, drains his second three-pointer. Morningside back up by one, 65-64. Schutz, the freshman, he is fouled by Johnson. Here you see Jason Schutz strong to the hole, and you see Johnson getting over there a bit late, trying to block the shot. Instead, it came away with some wrist. Kleppe sits down. Mercer back in there. And one of the freshmen out there now for the Jackrabbits will shoot free throws. Jason Schutz, just a 56%er on the year. He has 2 points. There's Mike Kleppe. Schutz tries to come away with one, and he does, and it's a tie ball game again at 65. Time out of the floor, 7:49 remaining, and we are deadlocked at 65 all. Morningside and South Dakota State. Back with more of the third place game in a moment. You're watching the NCC 8 live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
Anybody can with Handyman.
See the showers on sale this week at Handyman. This economy shower with faucet and curtain is just $59. Design your own beautiful bath with this corner shower, just $285. Add a bath bay to your home with this quality remodeler at $325. Or save big on this seamless fiberglass bath bay, just $185. Come in and see dozens of showers, all on sale. Who can buy quality showers at great prices?
Anybody can with Handyman.
There's a tradition in South Dakota. It says we can do anything we set our minds to do. So while the rest of America debates how to control the costs of health care, the physicians of South Dakota are quietly doing something about it. They're showing employers how to control their costs without reducing care. Some call it pride, others tradition. We call it Dakota Care. South Dakota's answer to America's most difficult question.
It's the freshman attack keeping South Dakota State in it. There's a freshman feeding a freshman. Tom Rops, Jason Schutz, and the beautiful Bass 65 all with 7:49 remaining for third place of the NCC 8. North Dakota and North Dakota State will play for the tournament championship when this one's over. Glad you're with us on the Eyewitness Sports Network tonight. It's been a good one. South Dakota State started slow, but they've come back. Von Drager back in there, blocked by Schutz, but he'll pick up the foul. Jason can't believe it, but he will pick up the personal, his third. 40 working on 40 here. Von Drager back in there. Schutz will call it on the arm. Three points for Von Drager now. He's looking for his fourth, and he gets it. Those two free throws break the deadlock. Morningside back up by a bucket, 67-65. They've led by as many as 10 in the first half. Here's Schutz around Von Drager. He will pick up the foul for Von Drager. Schutz fouls Von Drager at the other end. Von Drager fouls Schutz at this end. And now we'll see another number 40 shoot free throws. And that's it For Dave Von Dreger, he has played his final college basketball game. He's fouled out now with 7:28 left, and that's his 5th. The senior out of Boyden, Iowa, leaves the ball game with 5 personal fouls. Jason Schutz will shoot free throws. He's got 3 points. Make it 4. 2 of 3 from the line. This one to tie it. 7:28 left. We're still tied, 67 all. South Dakota State and Morningside playing for 3rd place. Jason Seaman operating on Schutz. An all-conference player going against a freshman. Mercer left side, still with it. Back out, Jason Huff. A lot of banging on the inside. And it's Schutz again called for the foul. So he picks up a quick 2, and now he's got his 3rd personal. We mentioned Jason's operating against an all-conference player in Jason Seaman, and obviously Morningside looking to exploit that advantage. Now Schutz is going to sit down with his 3rd foul as Jim Thorson gets Van de Wettering back in there, and obviously wants a little bit more experience on the inside guarding Seaman down the stretch. Jason has 13, and he'll get a pair. 14.
One time now, this was live.
This one will give him his average. 15 points. Morningside again by a bucket, 69-67. We have 7 minutes remaining in regulation. Van de Wettering tried to get the lob on the inside from Leiferman. Too strong, kick back out to Pete. Thought about the shot, instead gets it to Rops. Inside, Van de Wettering. Turns on Mercer, over Mercer, too strong, rebound Seaman. Here comes Seaman to Huff. Got Bauman off his feet twice, contact, no whistle. Cross court, Hoffman, again a 3, he can't hit that time. First miss for Hoffman. Here's Showers back the other way. Bauman controls it. Leiferman thought about a 3. Bauman will take the 3 and hit. That gives the Jacks the lead at 70-69. 6:20 remaining. Hoffman not bashful about the 3, and he's got 3 of 4. Just a freshman. And he's lighting it up here off the bench. He's got 9. Stolen on the inside by Seaman. 2-on-2. Mercer tried to go underneath. He was fouled by Van de Wettering. And that's Corey's 3rd. Seaman on the middle of the break to Mercer. Underneath, got around Van de Wettering, and there you see the slap. Deers back in there for the Maroon Chiefs. Collier back in there for Morningside. As Johnson sits down, and we'll see free throws from Chad Mercer. Mercer with 8. Now give him 9.
Okay, 1 shot, now 1.
His best game of the season against South Dakota State. He hit for just 2 in each of the first 2 games against the Jacks. He now has 10, and Morningside opens up a 4-point cushion at 74-70 inside of 6 minutes to play. Showers to Van de Wettering. Left side, Rops tried to bounce it on the inside to Leiferman. Finally gets it now, throws it away to Mercer. Seaman gives it up to Deers. Up top, Collier for 3. Morningside on a 7-0 run now. Game was tied a few moments ago. Actually, it's an 8-0 run. They trailed it by 1 moments ago. It was 70-69, and now it's 77-70 Morningside. Showers knocked away, controlled by Bauman, who's hit 2 in a row. Inside of 5 minutes to play. Morningside 77, South Dakota State 72. This one for 3rd place of the NCC postseason tournament. Collier on the inside. He'll go to the line to try to convert the 3-point play. He was fouled by Showers. Usually it's the guard feeding the forward, but this time it was Seaman, the forward, feeding the guard, Collier. It worked. Second foul on Showers. He comes out. Leiferman out. Notches in. And Schuts back in there for South Dakota State. Collier, three-point play, yes. 8-point advantage for Morningside. 80-72. 4:40 to play. Van de Wettering, 15 feet. That's a free throw for him. And for the rest of the world, I guess, but he makes it look easy. Collier working on Bauman. Hoffman has been red hot. 4 of 5, no, but he'll get 3 free throws after being fouled by Notches behind the three-point line.
Number 14 commits the foul. Through the line goes Hoffman.
Fourth foul on Notches with 4:20 left. We've seen Hoffman knock down 3 three-pointers. We'll see how he does from 15 feet. Left hand puts it in. Can't be all bad if he's left-handed. Jerry Schmuddy, he's just glad he has this guy for 3 more years. Boy, this kid can shoot. A free throw clinic there. 12 points already for Hoffman off the bench. 9-point advantage now for Morningside. 3 minutes ago it was 70-69 South Dakota State. Now it's 83-74 Morningside, and the Jacks throw it away again. Morningside on a 14-4 run. Seaman to Collier. Hoffman, will he try again? Why not? Misses that one. Long rebound, batted out to Collier. Fresh 45 for the Chiefs. Inside of 4 minutes. Collier inside, Mercer over Van de Wettering. Rebounded by Notches, playing with 4 fouls. State needs points as they're down by 9, 3.5 to play. Notches, a long 3, yes! In the neighborhood of a CBA three-pointer. Brings State back within 6 at 83-77. Jason Huff will be back in when it's dead for Morningside. Collier to Mercer. Not exactly his range. That is the range of Seaman, and he won't get the bucket, but he will get free throws. We'll check the foul on South Dakota State, and it'll go against Troy Bauman. Leiferman checks back in for the Jacks. And Schuts sits down. Second personal on Troy. Nice entry pass that time by Mercer. And there you see Bauman getting over there to slap Seaman on the arm. The bucket didn't go, so 2 shots for Jason. The 16th point of the ball game for Seaman. And he'll be stuck on 16. 3 minutes to play. State down by 7. Here's Bauman driving to the hoop. The basket will not count as he was fouled on the drive, and he'll get free throws. And he was fouled by Butchie Collier. We'll look at it again. There's Bauman, guarded by Collier. You see Collier's right hand go and grab the jersey of Bauman. That's the foul. And we'll see Troy shoot free throws. On the year, the junior of Holland, from Holland, Minnesota, a 74% free throw shooter.
Hey, we got a bonus now, 1-1.
Bauman 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Says off, but it was good. And he has 11, which is his average. Good performance for Bauman after a very, very bad shooting night last night. 12 points now for Bauman. Brings State back to within 6 at, or within 5 rather. Within 5 at 84-79. 3:03 to play. You're watching the third place game from the NCC 8 on the Eyewitness Sports Network, live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
For all the thousands of words already written about the revolutionary Dodge Intrepid, Automobile Magazine managed to sum it up in just 4. Intrepid. This changes everything.
Contact herbicides only work for one day, the day you spray. But weeds can come back, so check out Banvel, the only post-emerge, no atrazine alternative that works from day one. Spray it in spike for residual control of the toughest broadleaves, all the way to canopy, with no second flushes. So don't settle for one-day control. Get control from day one with Banvel.
A very sparse gathering, as you can imagine, tonight at the Sioux Falls Arena. This is the only game with real local interest. In fact, we're hesitant to call it a crowd tonight. I think we'll call it a group. But they have seen a very good basketball game. It's been back and forth at least most of the way in the second half. And right now it's Morningside leading South Dakota State by 5 with 3:03 left. And the championship game still to come. North Dakota and North Dakota State. That game about 25 minutes or so after the conclusion of this one. Deers with less than 3 minutes to play now, and his team up by 5 brings it up against Notches, who's playing with 4 fouls. Collier out there with Huff. Mercer still out there, and Seaman for Morningside. Rops, Smith, Notches, Leiferman, and Bauman, the 5 for South Dakota State. 23 on the shot clock for Morningside. And they have a 5-point lead, being very deliberate now with the basketball. Deers with 10 on the shot clock. Gives it up to Huff. Inside Mercer, guarded by Leiferman, out to Collier. 4 on the shot clock. Huff from 15, can't hit, gets his own rebound, and he'll get the follow. Everything they wanted in that possession for Morningside. They used a lot of clock, and they got a bucket. And now the Jacks have to shoot, and Rops is fouled on the way to the hoop by Huff, and Tom Rops will shoot free throws. So with 2:04 left, Tom Rops will shoot free throws, try to bring his team back from a 7-point deficit. The Jacks were on a win streak coming in, but after losing last night, they're in danger of losing their final 2 games of 1993. Nothing but net for the freshmen. 7 points now for Rops. This is the second, but Notches gets the rebound. State trails it by 6. Bauman for 3. It's going to be short. Rebound Seaman. Here's Deers ahead, guarded by Bauman, fouled by Bauman. And again, the speed of Deers working big dividends for Morningside. You see him get out very quickly on the break. Bauman has no choice but to foul him, and Deers almost put in the basket, got a pretty good shot off considering he was falling out of bounds. Deers has 16 points as he toes the charity stripe. Above his average of 13. He had 27 last night in a losing cause against UND. Hits 1 of 2, a 7-point advantage again for Morningside inside of 2 minutes to play. Nothing fancy for the Jacks, they need points. Smith with the basketball, driving, tries an acrobatic shot, thought he might have been fouled, no whistle. Huff comes out of the pack with it, and Morningside can put it on ice. And they're gonna run some clock. Collier's gonna pull it all the way out to the timeline now, and he's fouled by Bauman as State has no choice now but to foul. That's number 4 on Troy, and we'll look at it again. coming over to trap, try to get something, and then commit the foul, and at least stop the clock with 1:28 left, and make Collier shoot free throws. Butchie, not the guy you want to foul, an 81% free throw shooter, and as soon as I say it, he misses. 1 of 2 from the line in the ball game. His second attempt is good. 88-80, Morningside leading South Dakota State. 1:20 to play. Bauman loses his dribble, gives it off to Smith. Opening to the hoop, can't hit, knocked around, Notches controls it, three-pointer. No, but he's fouled, and he'll get 3 free throws. Collier got him. Third foul on Collier. And Notches, who has 15 points, will go to the free throw line to shoot 3. 78% free throw shooter. He has not attempted a free throw yet in this ball game. Notches, the junior out of Milford, Iowa. An all-state player at Okoboji High School, averaged 29.6 points in his senior year. You round that off, that's 30. Played on a pretty good team. They went undefeated. Hits 2 of 3, hits 3 of 3. A 5-point game now, full court pressure. Seaman gets it up to Kleppe. Ahead to Collier. 1:05 to play. Smith fouls Collier. And State continues to foul the 87% free throw shooter, despite the fact he only hit 1 of 2 a minute ago. But they stop the clock. 1:03 left. And the Maroon Chiefs with a 5-point advantage at 88-83. Collier out of Des Moines. He's got 2 more years.
Thank you. Our play to release. 1 shot.
The Chiefs will lose Huff and Seaman, their starters, and they'll also lose Doug Deers. So a lot of holes to fill next year for Jerry Schmuddy. 3-pointer no by Notches. Robs will pick up the foul, battling Deers for the rebound. Jim Thorson's club will graduate Brad Timmerman, the senior. And also Pete Leiferman, the hometown product who went to Brookings High School, as we look at Rops jumping in there late against Deers. Morningside, if they can hit the free throws down the stretch, will win this game going away. 54.9 ticks remaining. Ed Schultz is standing by. We'll talk to the winners after this one, and then we'll set up the championship game for you. North Dakota and North Dakota State. The first in-state championship since South Dakota and South Dakota State did it 2 years ago. Final 50 seconds of this one. State trails it by 7. They got to launch the threes. There's Bauman throwing up 1. He can't hit. Battle for the rebound. Seaman long ahead. And yes, Deers is back again, but throws it away, and Smith comes back with it. 40 seconds left. Smith can't hit from 3. Bauman had a hand on it, but it was last touched by Morningside. Kleppe got a hand on it. 34.3 seconds left. And a timeout called by the Jackrabbits, and we'll keep it here. .3 seconds remaining. And Morningside leads South Dakota State 90-83. The winner takes home 3rd place. As the male cheerleaders from each side combine for one last exhibition of the worm. And we'll watch along with you. Oh. Timing is important in cheerleading as well as it is in basketball. And no. And aren't their parents proud?
1, 2.
Well, we got it going. Boy, you got to feel sorry for the guy at the very end here. And no, that just didn't work. But you got to at least admire him for trying. And That by far has been the biggest ovation that we have seen here so far this evening. And now back to business, the final 34.3, and South Dakota State with the monumental task of trying to make up a 7-point deficit. And they have been ice cold when they've needed to hit some threes down the stretch. Rops with it. He's not the three-point specialist, but he'll drive and come away with a bucket. And another timeout for State with 28.7 now, and it's a 5-point game. And again, as we mentioned, this one will come down to free throws, at least for Morningside. South Dakota State will go for a quick steal on the inbounds, and if they can't get it, they will foul. And Morningside will try to wrap it up with 28.7 left. Stay with us in between games. We'll have a feature. We saw Jason Seaman with a spectacular dunk earlier in this one. We'll check in with Jason on the art of dunking the basketball in a very entertaining feature. And we'll also talk with the winners from the third place game, and we'll be joined by Ed Schultz from WDAY TV, who will help us preview the All North Dakota Championship. The Bison of North Dakota State, the Cinderella story in this tournament, the 8th seed coming in. They've knocked off both of the South Dakota schools to get to the championship, beating top-seeded USD on Thursday and beating this Jackrabbit team last night. They'll play the defending tournament champions, the University of North Dakota. That game about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Kleppe gets it into Deers, who's immediately fouled by Notches. It's less than a second. Expires off the clock. And Deers, the 78% free throw shooter, will go to the line as he looks for his 19th and 20th points. And that's the 5th foul on Notches, so the junior will sit down now. And Roger Campbell will check in for South Dakota State. Campbell, homegrown talent. Played his college ball in South Dakota. And he gets some rare minutes here for Jim Thorson's club as Morningside back up by 7. Final 20 seconds. Bauman launches a 3. Leiferman's going to get the rebound. Looking for somebody to toe the line. Rops for 3. Doesn't draw iron. Rebound knocked back to Collier, and Morningside's going to win it. Collier, final 6 seconds. Huff, Seaman, one last three-pointer for his career, doesn't go, and Morningside takes home 3rd place in the NCC 8. They beat South Dakota State in a very entertaining game, 92-85, the Maroon Chiefs over the Jackrabbits. Remember to stay tuned. We'll have the championship game coming up for you in about a half an hour. An all North Dakota matchup. The Fighting Sioux from the University of North Dakota will play the Thundering Herd, the Bison. From North Dakota State, the winner gets an automatic berth to the NCAA Division II region at a